Right, Sagittarius. No, Scorpio. Scorpio, what am I talking about? Scorpio, I do apologise. I got one ahead of myself. Okay, so you're coming, this is leading up to your transition. All the transitions happen in your sign. For some of you, it's going to be your birthday in the first sort of 7 or 8 days of the end of October. So you have the solar eclipse in your sign, and you also have the lunar eclipse in your sign. So it's a real transition for you. You may feel like there's not all the pieces are in place in the beginning part of the month, but then it's a completely changing environment here in the world. This is your relationship side. This is your financial side, your job, your business, and your projects. This is your overall energies, and these are the karmic messages respectively to your both sides of you. Okay, this is week 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Let's just get straight in here and let's just see what's going on this one here. Allow the wheels of life to keep turning. Don't have, in a way, you need to stop pedaling by the looks of it, Scorpio. And there will be good success for you. You will be bringing in a lot of attention to you this month here. Obviously, it's your birthday season starting, so there's that as well. But it's for some of you, it's definitely a moment of arrival. For others, it's a case of going into that transition with optimism, basically. And if your birthday is in November, that's when you'll go into the transition, you'll find your success. But it's leading up to that, and that's what it seems to be. The overall energy is sort of like playing through for you. As the world sort of goes and changes so much, you're going to be that constant. Let's just see what the relationship side is. Never say never. That's what seems to be the message there. It's sort of like, it's difficult for you, Scorpio, because you like to know what's happening and what's going on and stuff like that. You don't like taking, you're very risk adverse in a way, you don't like taking gambling and stuff like that. So, but never say never. A Queen of Cups, beautiful. It's allowing never say never. So I think here is allowing your emotions to shine, allowing your emotions to, flow amongst all the other people that are around you. Let's just see what's going on in the first week for you. You can almost smell the change happening in the relationships around you. So you can feel it. You can feel that that transition of energies, because you've got that air coming up through you. It's that mental stimulation that the Queen of Cups is doing. That comes from Libra, which is the sign just before, which is obviously a lot of the Librans. Libra season is in October. And you can almost, it's anticipation, I think. Yeah, it's time to sort of like realize, this is where you can see that anticipation of those fruits those relationships that are working and those that are not working. And I think it's a case of just putting it out there and enjoying it with the people around you, and just recognizing that, as I said, sort of like stop peddling. It's almost as like the relationships are going to sort of feed you rather than you feeding the relationships. Let's just see what goes on in the second week. The anticipation is still there in the second week, but it's going to make things a lot clearer for you. Certain things of the past are going to come to an end. It's going to leave that space to build for a brighter future. Page of Cups, quite a few people have been getting in it, and exactly in that position there. I think it's realizing here, you can realize that miracles do happen, and in relationships, it may be a case of realization that when you're with someone that you didn't think that person was like that, and you find a real connection with that person. and it helps you to dream and be lofty about what can be. And this could be within couples, or within finding a new relationship, or finding a relationship. But getting out there and getting involved in it, I think, is going to be important at the end of October for some of you. For others, it's going to be mainly almost anticipating the ideal, the pinnacle of what can be in regards to a relationship. Let's just see here what's going on in week 3. This is when your birthday season starts. For those of you who are born at the beginning of Scorpio, this is where things really start moving for you. And we can see this, we can feel this is a lot more solid and concrete, basically. Yeah, there's realizations here. This is where the wave finally breaks. You can see it coming forward and forward and forward and forward, and eventually it's on this week here where you can really start riding the wave. It's now the gun's gone off and it's time to start. And I think that's going to give you harmony, and that anticipation can be a little bit too much. It can create a little bit of anxiety, and that anxiety is going to sort of like, in the first sort of week of Scorpio season, you're going to feel it kind of going, and drop a little bit, which is going to allow you to feel a little bit more sort of confident, not only in yourself, but in the relationships. And this could be family, friends, community, or couples, in the relationships that are around you. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. This is the karmic message for you. There's a lot of pressure on you, realizing that if you want to play hard, you're going to have to, if you're going to work hard, you're going to have to play hard as well. And I think this is a realization for you. It's a realization. It's a new period. It's your transition coming in. That's what it's about. It's that whole idea of respect rather than finances. I think respect is going to be much more important in the economy going forward than being rich. Basically, I think being rich almost will be looked on as something bad, not necessarily bad, but kind of like, oh right, okay, yeah. But are you respectful? That's a sort of thing. Let's see what goes on in the first week. There's a lot of trying for you, so you may find in your job, in your business or your projects, you've had a lot of people sort of putting a lot of pressure on you. So yeah, happiness after difficulty. This is the difficulty I think you need to go through. I think you need to concentrate this week on what bits of your job or your business or your projects that really you do enjoy. And the more you put that into your life, the more you're going to get out of it. The pressure that people put you under around you is that barrier that you've been through to get to that moment of 10 cups. And as you get there, all of a sudden you're going to be in a position where happiness and abundance in regards to relationships, in regard to emotions of what you're doing. And I think this is all to do with the respect. I think it's going to bring you into a part of the world, into a phase of the world, which I think you're going to really enjoy. And you can see that coming up already. That's that whole transition sort of thing. In the second week here, there's recognition for that already. So this is just before your birthday season, and it's whatever plans you've got put in place, it seems like this is what's going to happen. They're going to start to sort of gel and take form. Now, as they do, people might get jealous. And if they do get jealous, they may sort of like try and cause conflict for you, which is not good. And you may feel like that you get pulled, that people are trying to pull you into sort of like confrontation and stuff like that. I would avoid all of that and just concentrate on that happiness. And that happiness is, you can glimpse it there. It's like a silver lining, and you've got to go through that difficult phase there in that week there. And it seems like it's going to be coming out in the third week. So I would just stay away from conflict if I was you in the second week of October. This one here, this is abundant. This is pulling it in. This is pulling it into the success here. And if you stay away from that conflict, all of a sudden, you're going to be in a position where the world is your oyster. You can manifest what you like. You can manifest what you like. And this, with this harmony as well, I think it's going to be a watershed moment for you the third week of October. going to make you feel really, really good. That wants to come out there. I think it's going to help you to become unstuck. It's going to free you up, basically. You're going to feel a lot more freer than you've ever done. And it's something that you've been wishing on for a long time. Okay? So let's just see what the karmic message is here. I'm sorry, what the outcome is. Yeah, it's that Six of Wands. It's reflecting that Six of Wands. Basically, a lot of attention coming your way by the looks of things. Yeah, it's from work that you've done in the past. So someone may come forward towards you from the past, which may open an opportunity to connect with them. This could be someone on the emotional front, or even on the physical, on the material front. Whatever it is, it's realizing that, yeah, that could have been a good possibility. And that freedom, that harmony is going to put you in a position where you can put to bed old ideas, and you can also open up again to old ideas that you weren't in the position to take the opportunity in the past. So there you go, Scorpio. That's your monthly reading. I'm going to be doing something slightly different on the weekly readings now. Your weekly reading will come out on the Friday night, or Friday. I'm not too sure exactly what time it is, but I'm going to be doing a timestamp for all the water signs on the Friday, simply because I want to start connecting the elements together and the qualities of the different signs. That'll be your good selves, Scorpio, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. So yeah, in the meantime, Scorpio, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.